And this is where I believe adjustments need to begin to be made, right? Eclipse and Tektra, as they push on forward. Click's now all by himself, trying to force him to happen. There's no shot right there as he goes down. The day of struggles for Skeptic and Clicks continue. But the point I was going to make right there is, now you're getting to the point where you need to go and push for those elites if you want to make the climb back up that leaderboard. Eclipse and Tektra obviously still have something to begin to push on in and try to steal that last elimination. They have to force the 2v1. Thankfully, Clicks does it for them. They get the free limb and win that fight at Dusty Day.
Intercepting from above. Oh my gosh, the heavy snipe to knock the pyramid and immediately capitalizing on Sam being exposed, leads Zay to 1v2. A little bit of a panic in the shadow bomb may or may not be enough. Right into the slip to try and sneak away. Down in some previous builds. That's a quick pick off there from 4ZR and nowhere.
And that's the second time we've seen that today. The player with the heavy sniper, they can see that the pyramid is being edited on through and peeked through. So they immediately call that out. They time the shot alongside AR shots, or this one I believe is actually shotguns. And Zap is eliminated before he can't even build a single wall. As right now it's Zay all by himself. Now moving towards the northeastern side of the map here. Pressure plan. That friend no longer there, but Nyx just took a ton of damage. Close by, I believe. Did he get sniped? He got sniped.
I believe he did. Sitting on quite a bit of healing though. The slurp, minis, that campfire, all going to be big there. You see he's waiting for the campfire to finish. He's going to pop that slurp, get back to 100. Meanwhile, Airwax, Nikov owning the top of the ship here. Just taking shots at anybody that rotates. That high ground advantage, even early game. We look at it a lot late game. Yep. A lot of the build fights and late game rotations are capitalized by players that have the high ground advantage. But even early game, high ground gives the ability to scout. Aiden, Sean goes down. Aiden attempt to push on through and try and pick up the elimination on his opponent. Pointed inside the box there, does knock the wall out, pick up the materials, and grab the card of his team.
I was going to say, I think the teammate was not, so it is a 1-versus-1 in this fight. Aiden at max HP, gets the high ground for the moment. Quentin, absolutely the health disadvantage. Aiden continues to pick up this elimination, wants to clean this up as quickly as possible. He has any traps to be used right here, doesn't was why Zayt has remained one of the best players in competitive Fortnite from the very early days. He replaced the first wall before that fight even began. Then he moved towards his opponent, shot out the floor to push him towards the wall he already replaced. And once he did that, once the player ran and thought he was safe, he quickly hops on up, edits his own wall that he placed earlier, and gets the free elimination. It's one of those plays that separates Zayt from the millions of other players that play Fortnite.
the reason they won that first game. I'm just going to show on all these matches. Ziff is called on your screen here. Game 5. 2 matches remaining.
It's a very Eastern mode zone. Right now, Logan Lodge will still narrowly be in play. Outside of that, just the drone ship from up above.
Right side of your screen, don't get the format phase. Oh, Quinn goes down.
I think he got caught with his build still in his hand. He wasn't expecting it.
You hate to see that. The victory royale worth 10 points. Top 5 is 7. Top 10 is 15 gets you 3. And every elimination, that single point, and every elimination so valuable in 6 matches. We're not looking at the same 10 that we saw in the qualifying weeks. You have only the 6, but it's a guaranteed 6. You have to take advantage of every elim you can, because looking at the leaderboard like Sundown did earlier, 17 points at that time spread 1st to 10th place.
Yep. Here the fights continue. Tyler 15 and Lenane. In all competition right now, as Tyler 15 has gone down, and there's pressure from both sides. And you've got to think these players know exactly where they are, and that's what they're going to do. Already 4 eliminations between Fortier as well as Noward, and they're trying to get this wall replaced. They've got one. He gets a pyramid as well. I can't tell as of right now.
Interesting note about Tyler 15 and Lenane. They planned to run just the first qualifier, week 2 together. And if they did not qualify for the World Cup, they agreed that they were going to try and hook up with their normal duos. Lo and behold, they qualified for the World Cup, so here they are. They have not been able to come together, and it's amazing to say that, because the cohesion between those two, oftentimes, when we watch them, they're on top of each other's game the entire time.
Yep. And that's why they made it this far. 65 players left. The next storm surge could be happening. You see these shockwave grenades used as Crims right now. Some rocket to the face, down to just 79 HP. Thankfully, if you're a Crims fan, 5 minis to pop, 2 big shields. I'm sure Spades. I don't know, Spades is full health, so Spades if you need some shields.
They are good to go. They are good to go.
Spades just needed more AR ammo to keep shooting, Dr.
Exactly. Hold down that left click and see what you can get. Especially in situations like this. We even saw that kind of thing happen in the Pro-Am. I think Tim the Tatman faced attacks from multiple sides while in a box. A number of players know how that feels, and so the ammunition does get chewed through quite quickly.
Absolutely is. You see where all these players are stacked up. Rope DW and Blue T taking over that main lodge right now. Sis Lucky. Don't see the duo anywhere, so Sis Lucky might be all by himself at the moment. 62 players left. Zate, remember, by himself. Saf did get cut down early.
Eyes on that, take advantage of their own nerves and use that to climb the leaderboard. I mean, or is it going to be the best?
I'm just telling you, I can't even speak from experience on this. I mean, yeah, sure, I played at a few Pro-Ams, and sure, outplayed you, Tim, Ninja, well, basically everyone yesterday as like top 8, and that was an incredible performance that I'm truly proud of.
Jack, you outplaced us in both winnings and wake.
But as we take a look at this again, I actually forget what I was going for this because I was complimenting myself so much. But Nate Hill and Funk Bomb, 2 players who had a very quiet day so far, up 4 points up to this game. They've matched that in this one alone, so they're at 8 overall. And well, that's that moment we're talking about. With the shield broken, the entire lobby has decided you are the player we're going to shoot at. And Nate Hill is burning through materials. This is looking like it's going to end right here for this FaZe Clan duo. Nate trying to make it through. Just a frantic flint knock shot. At that point, it's desperation. 6 total builds, no healing, only 34 HP.
Imagine if Nate had caught. Wait.
Did tag him. And no.
Gospel to the side. He's caught between multiple teams. Players rotating into the zone. Players that were originally taking shots. A tough break there in Game 5 for Nate Hill and Funk Ball.
Star and Hunter do wind up finishing off that elimination. 57 players left now. This zone, man, is in the middle of a big forest. Most trees are now gone. I'm looking at the minimap right now.
Yeah.